Hi Aries, welcome to your September 2020 reading. Thanks for joining me. My name's Michelle. Let's get started with the reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Aries, this can be you or it can be reversed. It's a general reading, so please keep that in mind. If this doesn't sound like you, it could be someone that you're dealing with. Now they're showing up here, or this could be you, the King of Cups. I've got that as the energy around you here, Aries. Now, the focus is temperance. The animal around you, or the spirit guide, is squirrel. And squirrel corresponds to the Ace of Wands. Now, when we think of the Ace of Wands, of course, we think of something brand new, creativity, something sparking your energy, revving your engine. So I see it as an inspirational energy. There's also a feeling around the squirrel here of false starts. So this could be change. It could be something that started maybe too soon or started in the wrong way, but there's an energy here of getting things back on track. Now, the King of Cups and Temperance, what's interesting about these two cards together is that you'll notice that they both have 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on solid ground. So there's a feeling around this of emotions, being in touch with one's emotions in a mature way. It's recognizing emotion in ourselves and in others and reacting in a calm way. I get a sense of peace and balance with both of these cards. So the false start here may have been something that was maybe a little bit too aggressive. When we think of a squirrel, they are quite agitated, aren't they? They're never really still, like they're kind of always twitching. So I get a sense of agitation, maybe even some immaturity. So the feeling that I'm getting around the squirrel is one of industriousness. When you think of saving for a rainy day, I mean, that's the embodiment of the squirrel, isn't it? When you think of squirrels collecting their nuts and their berries and their leaves and whatever they have there for the winter time, it feels like that. It feels like something that's going to be harvested perhaps in the winter time. So later on down the track, this feels like something here, planting the seeds for the future and harvesting at a later date, possibly in the winter time. Depending on which hemisphere you're in, of course. Winter time could be now in the southern hemisphere, but if you're in the northern hemisphere, it feels like something that's coming at a later date here, Aries. Something that's going to pay off for you later on down the track. But at the moment, it's just kind of you're doing the work. It's doing the industry. It's doing the things that you need to do before the payoff. Yeah, so the feeling that I'm getting around you here with this King of Cups, it is about reaction and bringing a sense of emotion into balance. So there may have been a reaction that was negative, a false start, but now this is bringing a sense of peace, bringing harmony, bringing things back into balance, and it's change. It's changing. So there's an element of change around you, something changing. You could be changing, or you could be changing how you react in a certain situation here, Aries. Now let's see what else is coming out for you. I'm doing this kind of free flow. It's different for me this month, so we'll see how this goes. Do let me know what you think of it as well in the comments section, but let's have a look. I'm also going to pick up some more energy around you here, Aries. So let's see what else we need to find out. What's coming up for Aries? What's coming up for Aries in the... Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. So it's change. But it's the darker side of the wheel, which suggests that you may not be able to understand this change, or you may be reacting negatively to change. Change is all well and good, isn't it? And it's something that we have to deal with in life, but sometimes we don't want to deal with it. We don't want things to change. So it does tell me that this is coming around for you to learn. I get this as something that is something that you need to learn a lesson from. Now, it could be that this, what I'm picking up here with this Ace of Wands squirrel energy, this false start, is something that was poorly timed. There may have been something here that wasn't done at the right time. It may have been a setback or delay. So you'll see this Fool here. He's got, he's right at the bottom of the wheel, and he doesn't look too happy, does he? So there's a feeling here of perhaps seeing yourself as a victim, perhaps of other people, or perhaps even feeling like time or the world is against you. It is that kind of feeling that I'm picking up. And you might even feel like this is just your lot in life, like this is predestined, that things aren't going to work out for you. Feeling like what you're meant to experience here is negative in life. So it's a feeling of misfortune and disappointment. But the darker side of Wheel of Fortune serves as a reminder that although you may not be able to immediately repair something, you do have a choice in how to respond. And that's what I'm talking about here with the King of Cups and Temperance. Responding to how you deal with challenge or challenging times. Now, it could be that you're trying to influence or trying to get something started. Perhaps it could be love, it could be a career, a business, and you're feeling like things are just not working out here, Aries. And you're getting a little bit disgruntled. You know, you're coming from a place of disappointment and wanting that wheel to change in your favor, but yet it doesn't feel like it is. So gaining strength and wisdom from the experience, or will you become embittered, feeling defeated? You know, the Dark Wheel of Fortune suggests that most of what happens to us in life is not actually predestined. So we have change. We can affect our own change in life. We have more control than sometimes those who have that victim mentality belief. You know, it's easy to get caught up in, oh well, it's just the way it's meant to be, right? But this is telling me that there's actually something that you can do if there's something that you're not happy with in your life here, Aries. So try to objectively assess where there may have been mistakes made and how you might do things differently in the future. And this will help you to make the most of opportunities and good fortune that lie ahead, because, you know, the wheel is always moving. The wheel doesn't stop. So although things may not be looking so great right now for you, Aries, that's going to change. And with this Ace of Wands, I feel that you've got the method here, the inspiration to affect that change if you want it. So the only way to go is up. Wasn't that Yaz and the Plastic Population? So I'm getting that kind of song. The only way is up. So although you're experiencing a downward turning of the wheel and things just don't seem to be going to plan, you do have the ability to get things moving. That's for certain. Now, when it comes to this wheel as well, I get this as the only way is up, right? So the only way is up. So you're thinking to yourself, well, it can't get any worse, right? So the Ace of Wands is here to provide you with that needed energy, that spark of inspiration to realize that, you know, you can make things better. You can have a bright future. But it has to do with this reaction and how you're reacting emotionally. So not taking things to extremes. You know, I'm picking up moderation here, moderating your responses to both negative events in life as well as positive events. You know, you don't want to go to the extreme on either way, either end of the spectrum here, Aries. So let's see what else we have for you. I'm going to pick up one here. What is your advice? The advice for Aries, please. What do you have? The advice for Aries. Advice for Aries, please, for September. We've got the Angel of Diet and Nutrition. So paying attention to what you eat and drink, intuitively knowing what's good for you. So this again it's very similar to that Temperance card, isn't it? Even with the King of Cups, for some of you there may have been maybe a little bit too much imbibing. It could have been alcohol for some, or something that feels unhealthy. Too much of something, King of Cups there. Because he feels a lot, he's a very sensitive type of person. He can get into that state where he becomes that he doesn't want to feel, right? He doesn't want to feel all of those emotions that he is feeling. So what does a King of Cups do? Well, he can become quite I get addicted. I get an addictive kind of nature around this person. So again, it could be you, Aries. It could be someone around you that's acting in this way. So a need for this person to look at what they're bringing into their body. There's energies here of toxicity, toxic substances. And of course, what you want to do is become more healthy, of course. So the feeling around this of diet and nutrition, well, making sure you maintain that balance, knowing what's good for you. Simply paying attention and being more mindful of what you're putting into your body and why. Are you truly hungry, or are you just looking for comfort? Do you truly need to drink that alcohol? Or are you using it as some kind of coping mechanism, Aries? So paying attention to the thoughts that you have just before you feel the need to do whatever it is that you're doing here. Healthy nutrition, of course, is not just derived from what we eat and drink. It also stems from our thoughts. Positive, loving thoughts are just as nourishing as good food and drink. So letting go of fearful, negative thought and replacing all of that with positive thought, love. Letting go of fears as well. So there's a feeling here of moderation, moderating the emotions, getting back in control of your body, mind and spirit is the advice. Lovely. I feel that will, I'm thinking of this squirrel, and I'm kind of seeing this image in my mind of whatever you do now is going to pay off. Whatever industry, whatever you're doing to bring about a better life for yourself is going to pay off. So do the work. Squirrel is doing the work here, so he will have something nourishing to eat during lean times, right? So it is about doing the necessary work. I feel that you can't just sit around and expect things to change here, Aries. You have to do something. You have to get yourself motivated and remain busy. Life is what you make of it, with that Wheel of Fortune in the reverse energy there. Bringing about change in your life. And it starts with diet and nutrition, but not just the food, also the thoughts. So let's see what else we have here, Aries. I'm going to pick up one from the fairy cards here. Let's see the person that's around you. Let's get their energy. The energy of the person that you're focused on here, Aries. Oh, I've got two. We'll take those. Let's see what the messages are. We've got Dura, Healer, Nourishment and Nurture. And the Weaver, Fate and Destiny. So it does seem like there is someone around you. I get that this is a healthy connection for you. Healing energy, of course. Nurturing energy. And with that energy of fate and destiny, it seems like, this wheel here. Although you may have had a false start with someone here, Aries, it seems like this person is destined to be in your life. There may have been some setbacks, some delays, but I'm sensing that this is going to come about. Now, when it comes to the Weaver, let's look at this one. It does feel like past life energy because it has a very strong ancestral bent to it. So this could be a soulmate, could be also a twin flame energy that I'm picking up here. Now, as I was speaking before, I was talking about the difference between fate and destiny and believing that things are going to happen to you. And then also the energy here of having free will. Aries. So having free will. These two dance together. They dance together, and it's a unique contribution each one of us has in life. What's passed down to us as our fate and destiny, and what we make of life. It's like that dance. So I'm seeing a dance here. And for you, it's about considering the choices that you have before you and choosing what's for the highest good. I feel that this person is for your highest good. There's an energy of healing and destiny around this. Now, I'm also getting a feeling around this of considering the impact of choices that you're making on your future. Choosing well. Yeah, it's kind of like weaving your own destiny. Creating destiny, creating what you want. Yeah, it feels very powerful energy, actually. Yeah. There's also a feeling of strong connection that I'm picking up here with Dura. It seems like the person around you is also doing work on themselves as well, focusing on self-nurture, supporting their own healing, emotionally and also physically. So not using any excuses, rather really making the effort and really doing the work. Personal healing. And that's a priority. So some kind of well-being program. The feeling that I'm getting around this is devotion to healing and playing a part. It feels like playing a part in motivation. Perhaps playing a part in motivating you here, Aries, to get more healthy, to become more balanced. Yeah. So I do think that you're going to make some changes here. There is a feeling of you no longer believing that you are a victim and letting life happen to you, but rather being motivated by someone around you who's done the work on themselves here to kind of follow their lead, if you will, and create the destiny that you want as well for your life. Because as I feel that this person is doing the same. So you may be seeing them do that. Could be a friend, a family member, but whoever this is, I do get them as somewhat of an inspiration for you. And this person, when you're around them, that you feel a sense of nurture and nourishment. It feeds your soul. So I get like a soul connection, a soul-to-soul energy, and it does feel, excuse me. Sorry about that, Aries. I just had a tickle in my throat. But as I was saying, it feels like it's transforming the way you see this person. So perhaps your view around this person is changing. You're now seeing this as a healthy connection. Before you may have seen it as an unhealthy connection, or it may have been an unhealthy connection. Be different for each one of you. But that's what I'm picking up around them. Now let's see, I'm going to pick up an energy around you here. What should be Aries' focus for the month of September? What should be Aries' focus for the month of September? We've got challenges, blocks, fears and negativity. Yeah, so removing blocks, removing challenges. It feels like emotionally, especially with King of Cups and Temperance, this is about you expressing love in a healthy way, not blocking love, not fearing love, because sometimes with a King of Cups energy, we can be imbibing or doing unhealthy things in life because we fear intimacy. So I do get an energy here of fearing intimacy. Someone here was blocking love, not connected. I feel like a Seven of Wands energy here. very resistant to people getting near, very resistant to expressing how they feel, very closed off, and somewhat warlike or combative energy that I'm feeling. It is a card of Leo as well, this card, with the Seven of Wands. I feel it is a lot of negativity, and it's betraying yourself. The thing is, I don't feel that anyone's betrayed you here, Aries. This feels like a self-betrayal. And what I mean by that is you put up this wall of, I'm okay, I'm fine how things are, I don't need anyone in my life, everything's really good, and it's very powerful energy, and it's strong, but it's betraying yourself because the side of you that is loving, caring, compassionate is not expressing itself here in a healthy way. And I feel that it may come out perhaps when you've had a little bit too much to drink, or it may come out in the night time there when no one's around, and you get that tub of ice cream out or something like that, and then the emotions start to flow, and it's expressed in a very unhealthy way and covered up perhaps by something that feels negative or unhealthy, and something that you regret later. I feel it's something that you do, that you wake up in the morning and you think, oh, why did I do that? Because it just makes you feel worse. Yeah, and it blocks you from moving on. It blocks you from getting out of this victim mentality here, Aries. So let's see, I'm going to pull a card from the Cat Wisdom Oracle as well. Message for Aries, please. What does Aries need to hear? What does Aries need to hear? Message for Aries. Okay, we'll take that one. Grace. Everyone is connected. Yeah. I think that, Aries, you may be coming across as someone who's a little bit hard to deal with. You may be someone here who is refusing assistance or refusing help. You may be completely blocking yourself off from kindness, from generosity of other people. And I'm seeing this cat's paw, this person reaching out and touching this cat's paw, feeling the connections with others, interconnectivity. A King of Cups does feel that connection. There's a lack of closing off here. It is about acceptance. It's about unconditional acceptance, grace. It's not showy emotion. I'm not saying you need to go out there and cry in front of people or do anything extreme. No, I feel it's a quiet energy. It's feeling what you feel, but in a very, maybe even a reserved manner. But nevertheless, it's a feeling here of, what if somebody comes forward to you and says, look, I think you need some help. It's accepting that help. Or, they're asking you if you need anything. It's not closing yourself off from that. Not closing yourself off from other people as well, just in general, friendship, love, connections, all of that. Aries, it's a belief that we are all interconnected, the web, right? It feels very much like creating this web, the weaver, weaving that web. So, very strong energy around you for September, Aries, of connecting back into life, into human spirit, with other people, weaving that web, creating the life that you want to lead. And it's not one of isolation, and it's not one of closing yourself off from others. Rather, it's getting back and connecting and feeling healthier connections as well. Okay, so Aries, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use some tarot. I'm using the Celtic Tarot. At the bottom of the deck, I've got the Queen of Pentacles. I do feel that that's the person that you could be dealing with. Very nurturing energy. It is a card of someone who is a healer, someone who is very grounded, nurturing. It's a card of It is a mother kind of energy, but it doesn't have to be a mother. It just could be someone who represents someone who's very stable, like a stable force in your life. And again, I get this as like a partner or someone that's around you that's very important, this Queen of Pentacles. So let's see, and it feels natural. It feels like the connection between you and this person is natural as well. So let's see, I'm going to do some shuffles here for you, Aries. I'm going to pull out some cards. And I will see what we can find out here about what this person, how this person feels about you. We'll start there. We'll say how this person feels about you, how you feel about this person. We'll see what they like about you, what they don't like about you. And vice versa. And then we'll take it to the extended. So let's take a look here, Aries. How this person feels about you. Well, let's take a look. We've got the Two of Wands in reverse, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So they see you as someone here who I get a sense here of waiting. They may be waiting for you to make some kind of decision. They may be waiting for you to get healthier. They may be waiting for you to make a move. You know, we had that squirrel energy with the Ace of Wands. It's coming up here as reversed in how this person feels about you. So it does seem like a delay. So it seems like they have an interest in you here, Aries, or they want to continue a relationship with you, but they know that you've suffered some kind of setback or the relationship is on hold or delayed. And I get an energy here of waiting for movement, waiting for action to be taken here, Aries. Now let's see what they like about you. We've got the Two of Swords, the Star, and the Three of Swords. Okay. Again, an energy of needing to make this choice, right? This decision. So at the moment it seems to be a decision between whether or not, I feel like there has been hurt here. There may have been a breakup, a separation, something that feels separate. You know, we had that interconnectivity. So I don't feel that you're connected with this person at the moment, Aries. But they're waiting. It seems like there is a need to see things clearly. You know, we've got the Star again, we've got this guidance, this energy of being destined. Again with the foot in the water. So it feels like this person is very connected. I get this as a highly spiritual person. I get connected into the web here. The very much linked to the higher energy that is around us at all times. Yeah. So what they like about you, well, I have to be honest. I think that they're in two minds. I don't think that this person feels that you're ready, Aries. Now, it's not that they've completely turned their back on you. I don't feel that they have. But at the same time, I'm getting an essence here of tough love. Doing something here that might at first glance be hurtful or cause pain. Maybe that this individual was the one that ended it here, Aries. But they feel like they're being divinely guided to do that. It's so you can go through this period of change, growth. Okay, now let's see what they don't like about you here. We've got the Druid, or the Hierophant, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, okay. It feels like I get this sense of worry, and they're worried that you make some kind of choice here in the moment, like in very volcanic kind of energy, fast moving, kind of an eruption of power or energy that release, and do something that isn't coming from a place of balance, and it's not linked to your higher energy. It's not linked to your spiritual side. Yeah, this feels very immature. It doesn't feel like it's anything that's well thought out. It feels like in the heat of the moment. Yeah, so that's what they don't like. I feel that they don't like things that are done in the heat of the moment without much thought, that aren't coming from a place of knowing truly what you want, not being balanced. So they're worried that you're not in a place where you're able to make good decisions for yourself and for them or for other people. So I do think that they're most likely going to say no to you here, Aries, in the short term. Now, I'm not saying that this person is saying no forever. I just feel that they're saying no for now. It's so that you can get healthy, Aries. So we'll see where this goes in the extended, guys. I'll be pulling out some clarifiers. So if this one's resonating, I will see where this goes in the future. I hope that you join me. It'll be about another 25-minute reading, and I'll be going a lot more in depth, and also looking at some Lenormand cards as well in the extended reading. So if this one's resonating, Aries, continue with me here in the extended, and we'll look to see further where this is going. Wishing you the best with this, Aries. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Please press the thumbs up button if you're enjoying these readings. Like, share and subscribe if you're a newcomer. I'd love to have you. I have my channel memberships going at the moment, so please don't forget about those. Information in the box below, or you can click on the join button. And I'd love to have you as a member of the Gypsy Insights team, my band of gypsies. I'd love to get to know you more, and you'll get early access to all of the readings, including the He Said, She Said readings. Not only will you get early access if you join the channel, but you'll also get, at the $4.99 level, you'll get the early access, and you'll also get the readings at the same time, so you won't have to wait for your sign. So wishing you the best here, Aries. Don't forget about the personal readings as well. The information's in the box below, and I will see you in the extended. Please enjoy the rest of your month. Take care, Aries. Bye for now.